Oh yeah, what is the Sacco topic?
The Sacco topic is actually one that's, I don't know, that people may find boring compared to past Sacco topics, but I figured that I saw on CBR that they basically asked the question, what was the biggest San Diego Comic-Con announcement? And then they had a list of different announcements that were made, and I figured I could mention some of them and see what everybody's reaction is. The first one was Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman revealed in a new photo, which we talked about already.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's the biggest announcement. I mean, anybody here think that was the biggest?
It's not really an announcement. It's a photo.
Oh.
Well, it's an announcement that. Well,
It's a
it's a photo. It's a photo for a movie we won't see for another 2 years.
She looks hot. Boom. Done.
Okay, so how about Mockingbird joins Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Yeah, I'm a fan of Agents
Did
of
they,
S.H.I.E.L.D.
wait, did they confirm that? Did they say
I
it?
don't know.
Oh, they just said that Mockingbird is
character
going
will
to
be.
be.
Yeah.
Well, they've been in talks for either Mockingbird or Miss Marvel, but they have Katie Sackhoff from Battlestar Galactica. She's been in like a lot of meetings with Marvel lately. So we don't know if it's to play Mockingbird or to do Miss Marvel.
Can I ask a stupid question?
Mm-hmm.
Who is Mockingbird?
Who do you think Mockingbird is? It's time for a DC versus a Marvel.
Yeah! Bonus round!
Do it.
It's a huge Harper Lee fan. No.
Wow, that went over half the fucking audience's head.
Yeah, no.
Sorry,
nobody.
audience.
Okay. Mockingbird. Okay. I'm gonna guess by some of the context clues it's a chick. I'm gonna say she's a brunette, wears an all-black costume. It's a S.H.I.E.L.D. character. So I'm gonna say it's not a superhero. She doesn't have any superhuman abilities. Just one of those people who just goes in there and really kind of kicks ass. And probably originated in the Avengers or in like Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. And she went out with Steve Rogers at some point.
You're wrong about like everything.
I'm surprised
Yeah.
you
Well, no, she. Well,
About everything.
well, I mean, she really doesn't have any superpowers.
No, that was one thing you got wrong.
Tony, you want to field it?
So I wasn't wrong about everything.
Go ahead,
She's a
explain
blonde.
who Mockingbird is.
Tony?
Okay. Don't
You
wait
waiting
a
for
load.
Wikipedia
In a second.
to load.
Shit.
Oh, you're loading a picture. I'm sorry.
Well, here's her with her one-time and back-and-forth love Hawkeye, which you were off about that one.
She's actually married to Hawkeye.
I'm surprised you didn't think she was on the X-Men.
Didn't have a fancy leather jacket or something.
Yellow things out of her fingers.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's a form-fitting
Can I
black
have
and
my
white
phone back?
costume.
Can I have my phone back?
Sure.
Can I have my phone back? There you go.
Is that? I
Thank
can't
you.
tell by the lighting there. Is that blonde or a redhead?
Blonde.
Okay.
Let's see.
You can.
And what does she do?
Jamie just produced some ice, and I gave him a beer because he wanted to have a beer on ice.
well,
That sounds like my driver over there, Mariners Harbor.
I mean, she's her regular affiliation is S.H.I.E.L.D. She's been known to be a double agent on many situations and circumstances.
So you got that right there, the shield.
Mm-hmm.
Abilities are just basically she's like any of like the regular human members that are on the team, like Olympia trained body. Let's see, unarmed combatant and spy, physical attributes and hint peak of human potential, expert with battle stave weapons like those half staffs that people have been known to carry.
Okay, so basically the only things I got wrong were that she was a brunette.
I thought you did really good.
She was a brunette, and she
And the
she
color of
went
the
out with
costume.
Hawkeye instead of Steve
Yeah.
Rogers. So fuck you, babyface.
No.
So how many Avengers? Wow.
I said fuck you.
I heard. I said no.
No. No, Ed, no.
You said no.
Who said I needed your permission?
Next announcement was Mad Max Fury Road trailer debut. I'm excited about that.
Actually
I
enjoyed
dug
it.
it. They got a good cast for it.
I was kind of wary because I've heard about this movie for like the last 5 years, and to see it actually, evidence that it occurred.
Yeah. I got excited that it was actually George Miller, the original Mad Max creator.
Okay.
He's supposed to be the director. He has like a huge hand in it. So I don't see it more as like a remake. It's more like a rewrite.
Oh, you almost burned yourself.
Biggest announcement though?
No.
No.
Any of these yet? No.
I didn't see the trailer yet.
No, none of them.
I would say right now,
I think
I'm still going.
the Wonder Woman pick's still at the top for me.
Marvel Studios Age of Ultron character posters.
Oh, those are cool.
that was. I think that was big.
That was cool, but to me, none of these are comic related.
The props at the
What?
movie.
Age of Ultron? It's not
No, but they're
Comic
comic
movie.
related, but they're not about comics.
Yeah, but
Yeah, no,
I'm talking about
conventions
the
on
biggest
question,
announcement.
yeah, what was the
No,
biggest
no,
announcement
no.
to come out of Comic-Con?
Come on.
I think
if
the
it was,
biggest-
Hal Jordan fucking poster, you fucking.
I think the
If
biggest
anyone's-
thing on that Age of Ultron poster though was to see Vision
In the background.
in the
Yeah.
background for the first time.
Or the fact that the props they showed from the movie alone, they showed
Yeah.
Cap's shield broken, and they showed like the first the tinkering of
the
like Ultron,
yeah,
basically.
and the Hulkbuster fist.
Oh my god!
I read a
Yes.
really cool interview with Paul Bettany, who's playing the Vision, and I'm really excited for the character.
All right, so according to your responses here, you feel that the Age of Ultron character posters are the biggest so far.
So far.
Yeah.
Okay. Next is Joaquin Phoenix. I was just about to say Zhao Queen.
Joaquin.
Joaquin Phoenix in talks
Joaquin Phoenix.
for a Doctor Strange movie.
I dig that.
I think that's
That's
a
pretty
good
exciting.
pick because I think he's at about the same point in his career that Robert Downey Jr. was when he took on Iron Man.
I mean, Joaquin Phoenix playing pretty much any Marvel character, it's pretty exciting. The guy's a fucking great actor, you know.
As long as it's not Johnny Depp. Everybody's saying Johnny Depp, Johnny Depp. You know what? Johnny Depp's Disney-fied. And
Did you see the documentary Joaquin Phoenix made about himself?
Yeah, that was entertaining. All right, so Doctor Strange not biggest.
No,
No.
I think that's pretty cool.
I think that
That's
the
biggest for me.
bigger thing was the moment that like Josh Brolin came out with like the Infinity Gauntlet in his hands. Like, hey, guess we already know you were Thanos, but the scene.
Am I talking about that right
Yeah,
now?
yeah.
Am I up to
Let
that?
him
Yeah.
go down the list, Tony.
Yeah, no, I'm going through a list here right now.
Boom, boom,
Oh.
boom, boom, boom.
Sorry.
I think that is a pretty big thing, though.
Save it in your spank bank. Ra's al Ghul in Arrow season 3.
I think that's really cool.
There you go.
That's
We
cool.
got a clap.
They've
From
been
the
waiting for
audience?
that, though.
I'm a little annoyed that I'm used to Liam Neeson playing Ra's al Ghul now from the Dark Knight, right? And or the
there's the TV
Batman Returns.
property,
Again.
yeah.
Oh, Batman Returns. Oh my God, I'm fucking thinking of Batman again. Thank
Well,
you.
they said that the movie universe and the television
Television
universe
is
are going to be completely
separate,
separate, so.
But still, it'd be nice to see him because
Which sucks is Stephen Amell won't be able to be Green Arrow then in the movies.
Bastards.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he like functional on the movie.
I mean, I enjoy the Arrow series. I think they really did a great job.
Yeah.
And I can't see them messing it up.
And
They're gonna do a
Tony,
good
I think he would
choice,
make
I
those movies function.
I can't wait for Flash.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, he's good on his own, and he
You haven't
has
seen
good
the
things
Flash
doing,
first,
doing TV.
first episode of
Not
the week?
yet. I
Oh, it's
want
good.
to wait for it.
It was good.
I've heard very good things about
Yeah.
the Flash, so I'm excited for all the characters that are going to be in both shows.
What's up next, Soccer?
Jamie just asked me who played Ducard.
That was Liam Neeson, who was really.
Ra's
Yeah,
al
we
Ghul.
should have thrown a spoiler alert on that.
Oh
It was strange. He started out as Ducard.
Yes, yeah. we-
Are you picking Jimmy up on
No,
mic?
I'm not.
No,
That's what
no,
I'm
we're
trying
not
to
picking you
talk
up
over.
on
I'm
mic,
sorry.
Jamie. It's tough to talk to the crowd. Jamie.
With spoilers for Batman Begins, at the beginning of the movie, you think Liam Neeson is Henri Ducard, but at the end you find out he's Ra's al Ghul.
This one's redundant. Avengers Age of Ultron poster complete. The total poster.
It took 4 days.
Legendary announces King Kong film Skull Island.
Yeah,
I guess
yeah.
that's a
a
pretty
Skull
cool
Island
one.
movie with all the Godzilla characters. That sounds like fun.
I thought the Godzilla was going to be a separate movie.
Yeah, it's a
Godzilla 2
separate
was going to be
movie.
Mothra
King
and Rodan. And,
Yeah.
King Kong.
King
is-
Ghidorah.
King Kong.
Well, they're basically doing a Godzilla version of the Avengers, kind of,
Yeah.
building
It's
up.
going to be like
building up
Shrill
that
Monsters,
universe.
basically.
Yeah.
There's the next one is anybody crushed by the fact that Nickelodeon is pulling Legend of Korra and shifting it to streaming.
Babyface is kind of
Yeah,
big.
I mean,
I've never
Isn't that a
seen
Chinese
it.
I mean,
episode?
I've only.
Nope.
No. Legend of Korra, isn't that like Jap animation or something
No, I
like
think
that?
that's an Avatar spinoff,
It's like
isn't it?
Yes.
it's like the sequel to it.
Yeah.
It's like It's like if manga was done by Americans.
Maybe if it got better ratings on Nickelodeon, they'd keep it.
Well, there's been plenty of shows that have been canceled, even though they've been
It's
really
extremely
good.
popular.
What about like Young
Yeah,
Justice? That was a great show.
See,
It got
this
pulled in like
is
2
the thing we
seasons.
keep going back to. The reason it's not on TV anymore is because people didn't watch it.
Toys.
Yeah, Yeah, and that's it.
Did you mean boys?
No, Toy Story.
You wanted to go back to Nickelodeon, watch it more, and buy the toys.
He's quick. I'm sorry. He's just quick.
All right, DC debuts Cameron Stewart's The Multiversity Arc.
That I didn't hear about.
So I saw
I have no opinion.
I saw the map, and we got the map.
Oh yeah, the
posters
map
out.
of the multiverse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't find a big enough high-res version of it to actually read what it says.
We actually have a poster.
Yeah, we
Ooh, I'd love to see that.
Ooh, Navy SEALs.
Ooh, Kieran.
Image Comics 12 new Image Expo announcements.
I'm excited for Descender. I can't wait for that book. You know,
Fade
it's
Out.
A year from now.
I
Fade Out
saw
all the
Jeff.
way.
Fade Out separate. Fade Out was
Jeff
last con's
Still,
announcement.
I'm super excited for it.
Fade Out comes out in a month.
I saw Jeff Lemire's writing one of those
Yeah,
books.
Descender with Dustin Nguyen.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know anything about it?
It's about a robot boy who he's shut down, and when he comes back online, he awakes to a world that hates and destroys robots.
Oh, basically Astro Boy.
Good for him.
And then there's a Rick Remender book announced for Tokyo something. It's him and Sean Murphy.
Ooh.
That
Both
was-
of
Funny
those
you would
great
bring up the
books.
Tokyo book.
Yeah.
All right, next is a new look at Ben Affleck as Batman in Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice.
That you get a full
Is that a
headshot.
big one or?
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was.
His
Well,
chin
Well,
was-
it's nice because the cowl. I think that looks like the comics. It looks exactly like it.
Well, it's supposed to be
It
based
looks
off the
it looks
Frank Miller,
more
right?
like a leather kind of
Supposedly.
fabric
Supposedly.
get up than
Okay.
the
You like
rubber
that- you like that
or
stem
metal.
book? I gotcha.
they did pull a big thing from it. The second part of the reveal was when people were seeing for it. They showed him in the armor, Batman in the armor that he faced against Superman in Dark Knight Returns.
Okay.
That was pretty exciting.
Mark Waid writing Shield ongoing.
An Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which is going to be all the characters from the TV show, but in the Marvel 616.
Mm-hmm. But I think that's actually pretty cool.
That's cool.
I could dig it.
He's leaving Hulk to do this one.
I think he's leaving Daredevil also.
No, not yet.
This one I found is a pretty big announcement. Sam Raimi and Bruce Campbell writing the Evil Dead TV series.
Yes.
I thought that was a
Oh,
big
wow.
announcement.
Yeah,
I didn't hear about
Definitely.
that.
Yeah,
That sounds-
that's something that I didn't expect, and you expect all this other stuff. I feel like that we mentioned. I think the only one. I mean, yeah, everybody was expecting Mad Max because they were talking about it and stuff. But to me, the ones that surprised me the most were the King Kong Skull Island one so far, and the Evil Dead TV series.
Yeah.
Now,
I think that's pretty big.
did Sam Raimi do the new Evil Dead? Did he write that, or is he just a producer with Bruce Campbell on that new one? Yeah, the
They
new
just,
Evil Dead.
produced it.
They were just
Yeah.
producers, right?
Marvel announces Star Wars comics that Star Wars has basically come back to Marvel.
You've got two ongoing.
I mean, I think we all knew that was happening.
Well, it's funny because the main ongoing sounds pretty much the same description as the Brian Wood series for Dark Horse.
Yeah.
And then there's also a Darth Vader ongoing, and then a Princess Leia miniseries.
Yes.
The creative team seemed cool. I don't remember all of them. I think
Yeah.
Jason Aaron's doing all of them. I know Terry Dotson's doing our own
Yeah.
Slayer one.
Very
I really-
excited.
Which to me is just awesome. Terry Dodson doing Princess Leia book.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Yeah, it's
brilliant.
I really enjoyed the Dark Horse Star Wars ongoing. I'm really, I mean, I guess it was, like you said, it was inevitable that Marvel was going to take it
Yeah.
back over, but hopefully they still got the same quality
Yeah.
going on with it.
I mean,
You know, I'm sure
definitely
they will.
I doubt highly the quality is
I think they're gonna do
going to
well.
lessen.
Yeah.
They know they're contending with a pretty successful Dark Horse line. I don't think they're going to
And they're starting small. They're starting, everything's taking place right now between episodes 4 and 5.
Yeah, I even enjoyed the George Lucas Drift
Yeah.
Star Wars books.
Marvel greenlights Guardians of the Galaxy sequel and announces a release date.
Yeah.
That was a given.
2017. Actually, I don't know. That was not a given. I think.
No?
Well, just because even when they announced Guardians of the Galaxy, that's not a property that someone.
Yeah,
goes,
I
let's
found
go."
that kind of. I was surprised to hear that. Wow, all right, the movie hasn't come out.
Yeah.
Sequel already.
That,
We've got enough proper reviews.
Yeah.
It got 100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah.
Only a handful of movies have gotten it.
Well, actually, no. It's speeding down. It's only down at like 94 right now.
Well,
Yeah.
the first it had
94.
I saw the whole cast on Jimmy Kimmel. They all seem like nice people.
What does one have to do with
Did you see that little girl?
Yeah,
destroyed them.
A 3-year-old or 5-year-old beat them in a trivia contest.
About Guardians?
Yeah.
But you know what? It's very simple. The reason that Guardians is going to do so well is because it's the opposite effect. Because people don't know about it that well. No. It's going to do great because people don't know about it. They're
And
willing
they
to go
have
see
a
a movie.
raccoon.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're willing to go see a movie about a team they never heard of because, one, it's a Marvel movie. Two, they see all this crazy shit going on. So, of course, it's going to bring people into the theater. It's like, okay, I've never heard of Guardians, heard of the Avengers, I've heard of Cap. Let's see what they do with this.
Good.
And it has the
Supposed to be
hook of a
good.
feeling.
But it'll still drag enough people into the theater that'll generate money and we'll say, hey,
Well,
we're already guaranteed to see
for all we know, this podcast could come out Friday and it's a dud. So let's not make predictions
It's not
just
going to
yet.
be a dud.
You know what? They
It's
did
gonna
a
be
great job with that first trailer, introducing each character.
Yeah.
And then, kind of building up to, they're going to be a team. I think that was a great first trailer, and then they just built on each trailer from that.
The
So
lineup.
people that don't know the comic are going to get excited. Oh, look at this is great. You
And
know?
Chris Pratt has a following for being
Yeah.
a comedian. So.
I think Rocket Raccoon is going to become people are going to become obsessed with this character.
I'm already obsessed with Rocket
Yeah,
Raccoon.
all-
It's
all
Bradley
about
Cooper
Rocket
just from the trailers.
Yeah.
The fact that Batista's in it, that means you get like the entire wrestling community.
Has anybody seen the trailer with the whole thing about the North American raccoon and blah blah blah?
Yeah,
Have you seen
actually.
that?
No, I haven't.
It's really funny. It's this whole thing about the history of the North American raccoon, and then they cut into the Guardians of the Galaxy and Rocket Raccoon just fucking spewing hate.
I did not see that.
Lost Harlan Ellison scripted Batman episode comes to Batman
wait.
66.
Yeah, Harlan Ellison evidently in the 60s wrote an episode with Two-Face, and it was rejected because the studio eventually felt that Two-Face was too gruesome for kids' TV.
Yeah, sure. Really. I can see that.
And now Len Wein, I believe, is adapting it for comics. It's going to come out in the Batman 66 series. I'm really looking forward to that.
Cool.
That sounds awesome.
Marvel announces Guardians of the Galaxy animated series.
Yeah. Wow.
That'd be cool.
You know, it's not shocking, but
Yeah.
They'll probably do the same thing as Avengers. Last like 2 or 3 seasons.
Could wind up
people
like.
stop caring.
Could also wind up like the Star Trek animated series.
and then finally James Gunn directing Guardians of the Galaxy sequel.
Did you say
Okay.
that?
That works.
So I mean, out of what I've said, I mean, if you want me to recap, I'll recap. What do you think was the biggest?
I like the Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah.
Doctor Strange.
But it's up there as my top.
I'm a little skeptical about it, but it's cool.
Oh, he's a great actor.
You know,
Yeah.
just-
All right, so I'm gonna run through them real quick again without any interruption. Gal Gadot, Wonder Woman revealed a new photo. Mockingbird joins Agents of Shield. Mad Max, Fury Road trailer debut. Marvel Studios, Age of Ultron character posters and complete posters. Joaquin Phoenix, Doctor Strange. Ra's al Ghul, Arrow Season 3. Legendary announces King Kong, Skull Island. Nickelodeon pulls Legend of Korra. DC debuts Cameron Stewart's Multiversity art. Image Comics 12, new Expo announcements. New look at Ben Affleck as Batman and Batman vs. Superman. Mark Waid writing S.H.I.E.L.D. ongoing. Sam Raimi, Bruce Campbell, Evil Dead TV series. Marvel announced Star Wars comics. Marvel greenlights Guardian sequel. Harlan Ellison lost episode Batman 66. Marvel announces Guardians of the Galaxy's animated and James Gunn directing the Guardian sequel.
Marvel also announced a Spider-Woman ongoing series.
Stop for a minute.
Stop for a minute.
For a minute.
Jamie says stop for a minute.
The Doctor Strange. Who
There you
remembers
have
the old Doctor Strange on television in the 70s?
Oh yeah, I remember that. Sure, absolutely.
I think that was a brilliant.
I think it would have been better if he fought Disco Mummy.
that was like that Break to TV movie, right?
Yes.
Where
it
Morgan Le
was.
Fay was
It
played by
good.
the mother from Arrested Development.
Yeah.
Well, they also had the Nick Fury movie with
Oh, I love that.
Hasselhoff.
I love that.
The thing with the Joaquin Phoenix news is it's not confirmed. They said he's gonna do it. I think that would be a huge announcement.
Yes.
But the fact that he's just in talks.
He's in talks.
To me, all the Batman Superman stuff is great. I expected Warner Brothers to make a huge announcement, and they showed 2 pictures, which are really cool. And it's also the kind of thing that movie's another 2 years away, so they don't have to show us anything.
Well,
it's just the
they showed them the
anticipation
test
for those
So
2
then what's your
projects
pick,
is such building. I'm gonna. Well, the thing that excites me the most is the Arrow announcement.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
So to you, that's
Yeah.
the biggest.
Well, yeah, because.
I mean, it's not necessarily what excites you.
Mm-hmm.
It's what you think is honestly like the biggest bombshell announcement.
Oh, the biggest bombshell announcement.
If you had to vote, because
Yeah, that
you can go to
would be
CBR
the King
and
Kong,
vote.
the King Kong Skull Island announcement. The fact that they're going in that direction with that franchise.
Okay, Tiger. For you, it's Joaquin.
Yeah.
Tony.
The Avengers reveal stuff. This has been my favorite so far, and I'm super happy about Guardians.
You think that's the biggest though? That's the most like whoa factor.
Well, for me, it's the Avengers. If I had to say in general, it would probably be Batman vs Superman because they needed to reveal something for it like that, like there's like significant
Right.
goings on for it.
Yeah. So the thing that got you excited was the Avengers, but you feel the biggest is
Batman, Superman,
Batman,
and Gal
Superman. What the fuck's your name?
I think the biggest probably is the Wonder Woman reveal.
Yeah.
But about Arrow, they cast Wildcat in the TV show.
I saw that they cast. I didn't see the
Nice.
actor.
Who they cast?
I don't know who the actor is.
Well, they got Devin Aoki from Sin City. She's playing Katana. They got Brandon Routh announced as my favorite so far. He's coming as Ray Palmer, the Atom.
Yeah.
On
Oh,
season
hopefully it turns into that.
Yeah.
I mean, for the Flash, they cast
Firestorm. We've already talked.
Captain Cold
Mm-hmm.
and forget the girl's name. She's a villain.
It's funny enough. Do you know who's playing Firestorm?
I forget.
It's Stephen Amell's brother, Robbie.
Oh yes, yeah.
It's his
No,
cousin.
it's his
Or
cousin.
cousin. Either.
Gene,
Yeah.
you
I
think
think
it's
the
the
biggest,
biggest?
like with the King Kong 2 announcement, the Skull Island, that was, I think, was a complete shock because after that first King Kong movie with Peter Jackson, I think that was big.
now is Peter Jackson tied to it or no?
No,
He's
this
not.
is complete. This is going to be like a reboot.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh, they're
Yeah,
rebooting.
I think the idea is to eventually do a redux of King Kong versus Godzilla.
Yeah.
They announced
rewrite
also
history.
a second Godzilla movie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think that and the and also the Evil Dead TV series. I think that's going to be huge.
The second Godzilla movie though, really, there was already rumblings about that.
Oh yeah,
was
no, that
exactly
had already
like,
been confirmed.
Yeah. So it's not really a big, that's not part of San Diego Comic-Con. I mean, I think as far as comics go, I think the biggest announcement is finally, what we knew was going to happen, but the confirmation and the announcement of lineups for Star Wars coming to Marvel.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's my thing, and I think for me, overall, I feel like the fact that they announced the Guardians sequel already. I mean, before the film's
before
released,
getting noticed,
I don't know
Week
that
before.
that was the thing that personally that I really went, wow,
That's bold.
holy
Yeah.
shit, they're already they're doing a fucking sequel.
Yeah.
And the box office hasn't even fucking come in yet.
And I hope it does well. I think it's going to do at least $200 million.
I mean, I almost think it's a brilliant move because then it's like, all right, well, I better go see the first
Yeah,
one.
it's ballsy.
Yeah,
I think-
if the buzz wasn't enough, if the actors and actresses weren't enough, or the fact it's coming out in a week isn't enough, it's like we've already just confirmed it. Like that's just the icing on top of the already multi-layered cake.
I think it's also the fact that now Marvel's at the point where they're like, yeah, if we just slap Marvel right at the beginning, people know that's coming. Then
Yeah.
that's going to be it. We're going to make a ton of money off these movies.
Look for it, people. 2016, Florbushman, the movie.
Well, one of the rumors for Comic-Con was that DC and Marvel Studios were going to announce the lineup for the next at least 5 years of movies, but that didn't happen.
Well, no, they did. They just didn't say with the movies. Marvel's confirmed they have all their movies
Yeah, they
ready
have.
until 2017.
Yeah.
But
Well,
they're
no,
not
like
tied to
2028.
Yeah. They've announced slates
Well,
of
the next 5 projects.
release dates through 2019.
Well, I mean, the rumor for DC was that, we know there's a Justice League movie after this, but the rumor was for a Man of Steel movie, for a solo Wonder Woman movie, for a Flash Green Lantern team-up movie.
Yeah.
But none of that
Well,
was
just as-
announced.
yeah,
Let's get this confirmed right now. Batman vs Superman is still Man of Steel 2. No matter how you
No,
No,
it's
it's
not.
not.
I think Batman
It's
vs
not.
Superman
You can
turns
say
to
what you
Justice
want. I'm
League.
still gonna believe
Think
No,
Man
about
of
it.
I'm
Steel 2.
telling
there's
I'm
going-
telling you straight up, it's not.
It's not.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, Dan Didio joining us here at the table.
Dan Didio has something to do with the movies.
They've all said that this is a Batman versus Superman movie. This is not
That
a
leads
sequel.
into
There
Justice
is
League
going to
to
be
Man
a
of Steel.
Man of Steel
No,
too.
it's. I think Batman vs Superman.
I
I mean,
think
so
they
now
just-
is
they
this,
jumped
is this
lead
where
it,
they're
yeah.
trying to get the Justice League franchise started?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
With this?
It's literally
Okay.
called Dawn of Justice.
And now this is the first time that we're going to see Affleck as Batman. Okay, and who's playing Superman?
Henry
Henry Cavill.
Same one from Man of Steel.
Okay, so it's the same guy.
Yeah.
So are they're not going to homage back to Man of Steel?
They're going to, but there is going to be a, you know, if the slates are correct, the rumored slates and everything, in like 2018 there will be a Man of Steel 2.
No, you
So this is going to be the same characters from the Man of Steel
Well,
movie,
it's
but
like
this is what I was saying.
Tony's getting a little upset over here right
He's
now.
whimpering over here.
No, because the thing that pisses me off about this was
Are you
it
really
was
pissed?
originally Man of Steel 2.
Yes.
They labeled it that. It was even Man of Steel 2 Batman vs Superman. They kept with Man of Steel 2 until finally it's almost like they kind of admitted to themselves, you know what? Let's not call it Man of Steel 2 because saying it's Batman vs Superman is getting a little bit more of a response and it's slowly
Yeah.
becoming their movie.
Tony,
instead of
they
Superman's
never
movie.
said it was Man of Steel 2.
No, it started off that way.
Okay, they said there was a Man of Steel follow-up, and then at Comic-Con when they announced Batman was in it, it was called Batman vs Superman, and that's been the title. And they threw in the Dawn of Justice subtitle next to it.
Boom, boom, boom.
I'm gonna believe what I'm gonna believe.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And
But, on a
All right, fine. You want to believe the
I mean-
truth? That's great.
Wonder
Yeah, but
Woman's
you
gonna
know-
be in this.
It's
Cyborg and Aquaman is supposed
Yeah,
rumored to
supposedly,
have
and then
cameos.
if you had The Rock show up as Shazam, I mean, basically, why don't you just retitle it
He
Justice
should,
League?
he should
Yeah.
be Black Adam though.
My vote was still on the original. He was nuts for being Lobo. And I would love to see The Rock
No,
as
that-
Lobo.
I mean, they're basically telling you how the movie's going to end. The movie's going to end where Batman and Superman are going to fight. You know, the other characters show up are going to kind of pick sides at some point. And then at the end, they're going to resolve it and say, hey, well, we did
Well,
so
maybe
good.
maybe
Maybe
that's
that's
what
And then Darkseid shows up.
Darkseid's like, I'm gonna take over this planet, and they're like, oh shit, dude, we should stop punching each other. Let's go fight that thing.
Let's punch him.
I want to see Aquaman pop out there and say, "Hey, assholes! We're doing really good keeping this whole superhero thing a secret, and now you assholes are fighting in the streets," and then something like that.
And then they're like, we don't understand you.
That sounds like a great movie.
I think it's time for some commercials.
Well,
yeah,
there
did
was
we
some
do
more
those
thing.
already? I feel like those already happened.
I actually did have one more addendum to SDCC that got left out for it. They also announced a lot of TV adaptations for comics,
Okay.
aside from stuff like Sam Raimi. Apparently, Five Ghosts, the Frank Barbieri book from Image, is getting that series.
Right, but you see what? That's not going to be considered one of the biggest announcements. You know what I'm saying? That's
Well, not
Outcast
big.
too.
yeah, right. I mean, I'm excited about it.
The
But
Walking Dead season 5 trailer premiered. I've watched that a few times already.
Yeah.
Pretty awesome.
They spoiled it
Go ahead.
though with Beth.
Oh, there's a couple others. It was
Spoiler alert.
Recommender's Nightmare got picked up.
These all picked up. That doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean they're gonna make anything.
Yeah, well,
of it.
Thief of Thieves was picked up by
Alright.
AMC,
It's
and
true
and
though.
it's
They
been sitting
pick up
in
any
development
property
for like
that
a
they,
year and a
that they
half.
want. Doesn't mean it's gonna be made. Beast of Burden got picked up.
yeah.
You never see that.
Just that there was option, there was announced.
You can write something and that'll get picked up.
All right,
I'm just saying. Doesn't mean anything.
all right.
Don't get all in a fuss.
I'm not.
Fuss.
Commercials!